Will Satan do your laundry? By High Priest Hooded Cobra 666. Friday, July 1, 2022, 5:28 p.m. Oftentimes, I am confronted with certain questions where people simply ask for things to happen. This nonsense has arose from Christianity, which in turn has told people that every single part of the universe is created out of God. This great inaccuracy and lie existed nowhere in ancient pagan religions. The ancient pagans were mentally healthy, industrious, sane, understood the world, and how it works. Over the years, one keeps seeing the same fallacies about the gods. For one, if the gods are so powerful, why don't they do this thing for me? The mind starts having lapses due to wrong understanding on the subject. Only if pagan civilizations followed Christian logic, we would not have existed. The places where this logic of errors were followed never built any civilizations, nothing substantial. In regards to people, and mostly Abrahamics, most of them are lazy creatures that just sit down all day and believe someone else will do all their tasks, God, in this way, or do the things that they should have done. Key takeaway: without them even doing anything, due to inherent laziness, most of this infested its way into the beliefs about God, which also have brought themselves here under the falsehood of errant teachings. For example, that a God will do something automatically for you. The ancient Greeks had a statement that encapsulates how the gods work with human beings. With Athena's grace, you must move your own hands. Without us moving our hands, anything of a higher dimension, the gods, or anything important, will never progress and will never be created. The houses that people live in today were not made by spaceships or aliens, but from the people themselves. The gods are settled in their own dimension, and need nothing. But for them to have settled there, they have went through similar stages like we have, and that is unavoidable. They have given us the ability to accelerate and understand, and many godlike abilities, but we have to make the effort and walk ourselves. Your computer and everything else was not made from God, but it was made from an industry that has people working in their own labor, organized under productive effort, to produce your computer. The inspiration, idea, thought, flash of insight, can arrive from the gods. Indirectly, they are authors of all of our civilization. Physically, we are living in it. We are tasked with maintaining, destroying, creating and existing in this dimension. Not long ago, there was an SS who said they were doing workings to attract a woman. They never spoke to her, never even tried. Just did workings to attract this woman at school. It never happened. Then, they told themselves that meditation and so on doesn't exist. After the working was done, they were supposed to actually do something to get this objective at hand. Instead of sitting there and just waiting until the school season was over, they were supposed to start trying to work their way with this woman. Even when she responded, did whatever she could to get around them and so on, they took no action. The above is how the universe works. These universal laws are impenetrable. Although the gods can do miracles and I have seen them, what is important for human growth is that we understand how all of this works and work alongside this. Of course, the above implies work, effort, self-improvement, all the things humans generally don't want to do. By practicing and understanding, the time comes when we are not only accepting of this, but will happily do everything ourselves, and understand this as an integral part of life. Certain people are as naive, or stupid from enemy knowledge, as to ask me questions such as how Satan won't do this or do that for me. I am, after all, his clergy. You would be thrilled to find out that the primary lesson of the gods is for me to request proper help and guidance, and that they then expect me to work onto my own. We are assisted. We are not on this path without any help. They in fact expect more from me than when they graciously help other people, because they expect I will do the right thing, after a long tier of levels I too much overcome. They provide endless wisdom, understanding, emotional support and so on, but in the end of the day, we are the ones that have to live our existence. Their assistance is the most important thing you can have in your life. But then comes the lesson of application and doing what one has to do. Let us presuppose we want a great project created for the gods, such as a website. What is Azazel or anyone else supposed to do? Come with a spaceship, descend here, sit on my computer, and write the code for this. How stupid one can be to even say these things or request them. Are you living under a rock? Have you comprehended that we exist in a physical environment, with its laws, regulations, and this world is as is? Clearly, we humans, with their help, we exist physically and we are going to do the instructed tasks for them. Humans are trying to become like the gods, and part of this has to do with understanding the material world and how we are supposed to do things. The above is how one must think and act in life. Workings, magic and meditation help by providing opportunity, understanding, awareness, and can even bring things to you, but in the end of the day, we have to do what is necessary. I did not write this post by simply meditating on this. I went here and typed this all the way. If you don't believe what I say, sit for 10 hours per day and pray your food will make itself, without the materials for food and anything else. Pray to Satan with all your strength that the food makes itself. It will not, because it cannot happen. Pray then for 10 minutes and say, "Teach me, Father Satan, how to put food at the table." Then, you will see how your prayer will be received. Thoughts, intelligent action, all sorts of other things will arrive to you. The mindset that other beings will do everything for you is simply childish, Christian, and born out of severe laziness. Without physical actions, there is no manifestation of any power of the gods in this world. One of the reasons we are moving towards Godhead, and the gods teach people, instruct people, leave the information here and on this dimension for us to grow, is exactly to embark on this situation called life. Again, I want to reiterate that none of this, Satan will do my laundry, mentality exists in JOS or in the ancient pagan cultures. By following this thought process, you will be deceived, never grow, and inherently remain a Christian. We preach the opposite from this. The joy of Satan emphasizes that we must act, exist, learn, do trial and error, call in the gods to help us with our existence, etc. Meditate, not just await for empty favors and so on. This is how life will start having meaning, you will have purpose, and you will grow true understanding of yourself and the world, progressively moving into the Godhead. High Priest Hooded Cobra 666